Hello, Madonna fans and friends, and welcome to another episode of Diva News. And as you can see from this picture and the song you're hearing, we are saying no to scrubs because Madonna did. And why did she? We're going to get into that as well as the latest news about her latest single hitting the top of the charts and all your favorite sections. Maybe even your comments will be shared in this episode. So make sure you check it out and the secret photo. Wait at the end of the video for that. And let's get into it. Our top headline, of course, we shared this in breaking news, was the exciting release of the next single from the upcoming Veronica Electronica. It's almost here, you guys, July 25th. And Gone, 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 the demo version, is the single it's the single of the summer. And number one, folks, number one on iTunes and the top tunes category. Of course, you all know that I'm still a little behind the times on streaming. I like my physical copies, but this was leaked a long, long time ago. I remember it was either late 90s or early 2000s, and you could burn it before it was gone. And of course, I did, playing the CD that I put it on, and along with Revenge, another favorite of mine. And we loved it. All fans loved it, and of course, wondered why it had not been released as a single, why it had not been on the Ray of Light album. But now we get that glory. The fans are rejoicing. She's hit number one. Everyone's talking about it and revisiting the Ray of Light era, which was such an amazing time. And so, congratulations to Madonna for this feat. And of course, it builds the anticipation for Veronica Electronica, which will have exclusive remixes, um, re edits of some of the mixes that came out during this era. I'm not sure that there's any mixes we haven't heard, but it will be different, maybe edits of them. Um, of course, we were kind of upset that other, unreleased tracks from this era did not make the cut, but it's still such an exciting time. It's an exciting moment. We've been waiting for Bedtime Stories EP, and then just this popped out of nowhere. So, how many of you have pre-ordered? I imagine most. And me, I need to get on that bandwagon. I don't know if I've missed my chance, and I'll have to go on eBay. But being it's a vinyl, it's a little harder for me to enjoy it. I don't have a record player. Of course, a lot of people were asking if there could be a CD release of this. That would be great for me. But in the meantime, I have my original Revenge CD that I made, and I'm going to be enjoying it along with all of you. And so, what do you think of this news? It's so exciting. It's so exciting to have Madonna back in the charts, and of course, getting that recognition for an amazing song, which builds it's such a great lyrically, just what she's presenting in the song, and a very important topic. And so once again, very exciting, and let's keep. For those of you streaming, keep it up there, keep the recognition going up to the release, and yeah, and share your comments about your thoughts on this or anything's with about Veronica Electronica coming up. Other Madonna news: Madonna graced this amazing array of photos, saying she goes when your bestie throws a '90s inspired birthday party. You don't want no scrubs. And of course, I'm playing that song in the background. I'm a big fan of TLC. And I love me some '90s Madonna. These pictures are amazing. She's looking incredible. I'm loving it kind of makes me think back to, of course, her amazing outfit for the MTV Awards in 1989 with pants and the bustier. A little bit of a variation on that. And then her hair is more like, I want to say more like the mid 90s, the pre Evita look, when she would be walking around with those cute little slip dresses and her fur coats and with her little dog, and she had the shades on and her hair up in a ponytail. This has given me those vibes. But what do you think of her look for this party? I think she nailed it. She definitely taking us back in time to a greater time, I have to admit. I love the 90s. That was when I worked at Musicland, and we had bedtime stories and all those amazing moments. And so happy birthday to her friend, and to thank you so much for all the photos. looking amazing. And again, what do you think? Also, if you have any other news that you heard of in the past couple of weeks, let us know in the comments. Anything that hit your eye that she's up to or been doing, um, because we always want to hear about it. We want to hear what our diva is up to, and so thank you for that. And again, just a great time. Again, when Confessions Part 2 will hit, probably maybe after Veronica or Electronica's reign, as we're going through that right now this summer. So some people had speculated maybe it's going to be around the same time as the original Confessions to celebrate the 20th anniversary. Maybe that's what we're looking more towards in the November category. That's okay for me. That's my birthday time. That'd be a present for me. But we'll see. Hopefully it's sooner than that. But again, we're still enjoying her being in the news for all these positive moments. Through this earlier in Collectible Corner this week in our short. But here we have it again for those of you that missed it. And this is Express Yourself, the cassette single. Now, my story behind this is, of course, everything that was coming out, I was at the warehouse constantly to pick it up, especially from this new album, Like a Prayer. And after the first cassette single came out, which had Active Contrition, I was back in the warehouse for Express Yourself, the next single, which dropped pretty quickly after that. And I got a black cassette single with just her name on it, no picture. And I thought, okay, that's simplistic, interesting. And then I went back later, as I always did, to check and found the one with the picture. And so I was always wondering what exactly happened here. How did we get two versions of Express Yourself? And a lot of you had a lot of fun with this. We're going to be sharing a comment about this in the next slide. But it turns out, that it probably was just they were so excited to get the single out. They didn't have her approval on the photo yet as to which one to use. And they just put out this symbolic symbol cover with the same two songs. Look of Love is the B-side. Everything is the same. It's just the packaging is different. And so very exciting. If you guys picked this up around then and you were like me running to your record store to get whatever Madonna stuff was out there, you may have also picked this up first and then saw the picture one and got that one. Now, I don't know if the vinyl was the same. Don't have the vinyl of this, and don't have, of course, we didn't have any CD singles until domestically until Keep It Together. So I don't know if there was an import with this black cover, but we do have the cassette single. So let us know in the comments either if you have this one or if you have the vinyl, if that also was the same way. And what do you think of that? What do you think of the design? It's definitely a variation of the album cover in a very different way, but very cool. And just really, really awesome that happened. I shared a story in the short that I worked at Musicland in the mid '90s, and there was an artist called Keith Martin, and he was an R&B singer, and he had his song like, when it came out, it was huge. And so they just had no picture of him initially just to get the song out. And then he actually came into our store to hand me, because I ran the cassette single section. I was very proud of that. And he handed me his new version of the same song with his picture. So it could be a very similar thing to that, but still a very cool collectible, and really was excited to share it with all of you. So let me know what you think. Now it's time for your fan feedback, and we had some great feedback again from all of you. Wonderful comments. We're going to go back to the short where we talked about Express Yourself, two variations of the same cassette single, with the black being the first that came out. And Merboy has some great comments on this, talking about how this is true memorabilia, and I was lucky to get this, especially such an unusual variation of the logo. Makes it extremely rare. Yes, thank you, Merboy. That's so true. And I remember, now this is something off of this topic a little bit. There was another band called Intua Nua. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it wrong, and I thought I grabbed their vinyl, and they had what looked like the Like a Prayer logo, and I don't know if it came out after or before. They, obviously had their name on it, but it was the circle and the dots and everything. I was just like, what? So there's a lot of mystery behind this logo, as we see Madonna did many variations with her own, for her single here. Um, and also talking about the heartfelt look of love as the B-side. Yes, we love this. And it's also kind of different because she writes the look of love instead of look of love, how it was initially on the Who's That Girl soundtrack. But yes, thank you, Merboy. I am very, very happy that I have this. At the time, I didn't know it was going to be so rare, but I'm glad that I picked it up and that I was one of those people who was at the mall constantly, always at my warehouse music store checking for Madonna with a fine tooth comb. So thank you again for your comment, and everyone who commented. Love them all, and I'll be responding to you. You never know when you'll be in a future episode. But let's get to our something to remember, which is, of course, July 21st, 1987. The Who's That Girl soundtrack was released, and we all grabbed it. I know it was one of the first ones I got in the music store after the tape club and everything with the tape club, and loved all 4 songs Madonna put out, including the title track. And as I celebrated the anniversary July 15th when I saw her in concert for Who's That Girl tour, these songs were new. Not Who's That Girl, but Causing the Commotion. She sang it, and The Look of Love, in the show. And I remember something about her saying this is a new song because the soundtrack hadn't been out yet. I was trying to remember the timeline, and now having this, thank you, Guilherme, for getting us the calendar on this one. That's why we didn't have it out yet. So imagine being able to hear Cause the Commotion when it was a new song, when it literally no one had heard it before, as well as The Look of Love. So we're celebrating the soundtrack. We're celebrating, it wasn't all Madonna, but it was a lot of amazing artists. I love Scritti Politti, Club Nouveau, and all the other artists that were on the album. Michael Davidson and Duncan Feuer. I'm probably saying the last name wrong, but great songs. All of them were in the movie. Sometimes you get songs on soundtracks that weren't, you're like, when was this in the movie? And these all were, and all in memorable moments. So we are celebrating along with all of you this great soundtrack. But time to dust it off and listen to it again. And tell us your comments about when you first picked this up. So thank you all again for watching this latest episode of Diva News. That was a lot of great stuff going on. And of course, last week we chose to wait till this week. And that's when all that news broke with Gone, Gone, Gone. And I celebrated the Live Aid anniversary with all of you. I do have my 4-disc set. So I watched a lot of the different artists, but Madonna, of course, is the main reason to watch. She has the 2 Holiday Into the Groove and Revolution with Thompson Twins, where she was backup. Don't know how many of you have seen that. Look it up on YouTube. You can see her back there singing backup. When could you possibly be able to be saying, I think, for your performance, we can get Madonna as your backup singer and dancer? It's like, okay, only at Live Aid, right? But that was a great anniversary we celebrated. So we also have a contest coming up in our Facebook group. I will probably be doing that very soon here, and I'll let you guys know. Maybe do a short so you can head on over there and join us and enter the contest. We got some real nice prize there for you guys to try for, as well as right now our fan of the month, Brian McLeod, is up there for July. So check him out over there, Madonna Everybody Fan Club on Facebook. And also we are on Instagram, and of course you can subscribe and like here. We do Tuesday trivia, collectible corner, strike a pose with some of my old clippings and articles from the day, and of course Diva News every week to get out the latest news. And our secret photo, of course, is taking us back to the True Blue era with Madonna and the Clown from the Rolling Stone 1986 photo shoot. Really cute. Love this photo shoot that she did. And let us know what you'd like to see more of. If there's anything that you would want us to make videos of, maybe in the future we can do a live, now that I can see, I can set up the laptop and figure out this whole Zoom thing, get Wi-Fi and get hip with it, right? So of course we want to bring more fun stuff for you guys, and we love hearing your feedback, your comments, your memories. And thank you again, and we will see you next week. Bye. Dance and sing, get up and do your thing. Thank you for joining us here at Madonna Everybody Fan Club channel, and I hope you enjoyed our latest video. I hope that you will join us here by liking and subscribing. And also, we have social media with Facebook. We have Madonna Everybody Fan Club, over 5,000 Madonna fans to join. And we have an Instagram at Madonna EFC. So make sure you check those out, as well as a page on Facebook, Madonna Everybody Fan Club, to follow. So definitely check out those social media platforms and join us there. We have contests, we have Fan of the Month, and we have features and lots of great fans to meet. But more importantly, we'd love to hear from you. Make sure you comment on this video and let us know if there's anything you'd like us to talk about or any future video topics you'd like to see. And thank you again for joining our Madonna family. Music does make the people come together. Thanks, everyone.